Hello everyone, I'm back and I am doing a design team project for Tsunami Rose. This is using the kit called Charming Fragments and it is absolutely gorgeous. I love this kit. It is very, very shabby chic. It just has a very little bit of like grungy look, I guess is what some people call it. Just like some light inking on the edges already, and so I just went ahead and inked up a lot of it, and so that makes it just a little darker, but you could definitely not ink the edges and then it wouldn't be. Here's a page that I left so you can see the difference if you don't ink the edges compared to like inking, and so how dark it would be, but it, to me, it just gives it that vintage look and I just loved it. So you have the option of just going real shabby or just leaving it, you know, inking it, I mean. So this was a lot of fun. So first of all, this is an ephemera holder that I made. I used a kit, let's see, let me see what this is called. It was from, let's see, Sweet Pea Curiosities. So I purchased a kit to make, let's see if I can reach it here. I made this right here. And so it's 9 file folders is what it is. And you put it together and you make your own, a journal is what she was doing. She was making these journals with these. And I decided to make ephemera holders out of them. And so that's what I did with this one. And I just took 3 of the file folders from the kit, from her kit, and I made templates out of Daisy's background pages from the Charming Fragments, because when you get the Charming Fragments kit, there is a ton of like background pages that are all like this, so they're all collaged. And so I chose 6, so 12, I guess, background pages. So what I did was you take 6, because I have 6 file folders in here. So I took 6 of them and I printed them this way. No, yes, I'm sorry. So I printed them this way and then I printed them this way, so double-sided. So that way when you opened them, they would have a different print. So I printed them both ways, and of course I have the tabs going each way, like this. Okay, so there's 6 of them in here. I didn't want 9 of them. That was just too bulky. As you can see, the 9 is really alligatored out. And that's fine if you like that. This one is fine for me, but this one I didn't want that way. So I did 6, and then of course I labeled the tabs, and the words that I used, I cannot remember where I got these. Do I know where I got these from? Yes I do. These were a freebie, I think, from Victoria Designs, I think, is where those were from. But because I needed words to label all of these. But the rest of this is from Tsunami Rose. So I'll get into this and show you what I did. So to bind this, there is a tutorial on Sweet Pea Curiosities channel, because it is a no-sew binding, and you'll have to watch the tutorial. But you use like a tape, and I forget, she used some type of a tape. I don't remember. I think she used like a Tim Holtz tape to bind this with. And so I didn't, of course, want to use any of that. It's all grungy looking tape. So if you, I don't even know if you can see it, but there's tape here and here, and this one's covered with a pocket, but you'll see it peeking out. Like here's some, you can barely see it, to be honest, and of course I did that on purpose, But I use my own washi that I make. I make fabric washi of my own. And so I use this green one here. And then I have a yellow one that I used, which, oh yeah, it's up here. There they are. I already had them cut out, and I had extra ones. So I used this yellow and this green, and these are the strips. And so they matched perfect with her kit. So I just picked out some fabric that I really liked, that matched the kit. Excuse me. And then I made some fabric washi out of it, and then used that for the strips. So that way it would blend in well. So that's what I've made out of her kit, which I love. Let me raise this up just a tad or something, because let me pull this down. Okay, the bottom end is always out of my view. There we go. Okay, so on the cover here, I took, let's see if you can see. It's hard to see some of this because it all blends in so well. I love it. I took part of a page. It's going to be hard for you to see, but let me get a drink real quick. So one of her background pages, collage pages, I took and I cut this out. See how it goes up with the envelope? I love that. So I cut it out there and made a pocket in the front. And I think this is a piece, yeah, this is a piece of her ephemera. And I'm going to have to try to remember. I did this yesterday, so hopefully I can remember what was her actual ephemera. The bingo card was her ephemera. And the reason I say that is because her, I wish I'd have printed out something of hers. Her background pages, like her, what am I trying to say? I just said it 100 times. Her collage pages are so pretty that there was a lot of ephemera that you could just cut out and make. So I did. So that's in here, and I'll show you as I go. So here is one of her pieces of ephemera, and I just took a piece, I think this is background paper, and I just made like a side pocket here, and I put one of her labels up there, and I cut a page of her background down, and then made this as like a giant journaling card right there. Just tuck that in. So you could put whatever you want here, but I wanted to fill this up, so it did have lots of ephemera. Here is 2 pockets right here. So these pockets are part of that kit that I got for this from Sweet Pea Curiosities. So that is something I used from that other kit. But I wanted to have plenty of pockets, so I just made tons of pockets. I think you can see, yeah, you can see how the pockets are. So there's lots of those pockets. The rest of the pockets I just kind of made. So they look like that. Okay, so this is some of her ephemera. And she gives you lots of ephemera, but this thing holds, there's 22 pages of ephemera in here. So I needed a lot of ephemera, so I had to make some more with her her kit, with, you know, the background pages. And here's all these little, I don't know if you call them labels. They're not really labels, just the little numbers. Well, they're, I don't even know what you call these things, but I love them. I almost put them on the kit, or on the ephemera holder, but I decided not to, because whoever gets this can put it, you know, wherever they want it. This is going to be in my Etsy shop, actually. I haven't listed something in a long time. This one says Treasury. It says Treasury Storytelling Keepsakes. And this one says Creative Journaling Inspiration. So that's what they say. And then over here, this is another piece that I cut out from her, a collage paper. And then there is, yeah, this is her, ephemera. Then I put a piece of coffee dyed paper in there. I didn't have to add much of my own stuff. It started getting too bulky then. So this right here, come on. Okay, so right here, this is one of her little envelopes. I think it's like a coin envelope. It's so pretty. And then this goes inside there like that, which I love that she made ephemera to go in there. And then this is another pocket. So when I had a couple pockets left over, I just went ahead and added them because there's places that could have another pocket on top. So if somebody wants to add another pocket. And as you see right here, this I just cut out of her paper and made a pocket. And I love that little flower and that book and birds. So I just left that right there. And I fussy cut around that for the pocket. And then this one has one of her postcard pockets. There's 4 of those in here. There's the other one. And then there's, like I said, there's 2 more. So this one is, she had, let's see, I don't know how many, 4 I think. Or so, no, I don't know how many she had. But anyway, she had, this one might have been her regular ephemera. But she has some ephemera that was journaling cards that you fold in half. And I cut them all up and made them single journaling cards, and I'll show you what I did to some of them. This is some of her background paper that I cut up and made tags. And then I loved this piece, and it's all like raggedy, like it's torn and old. So I love that. Like I said, when you're looking at this, and I think this is some of the background paper that I cut. But, I mean, it looks like a piece of ephemera from the kit, so you can't tell. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of it, you kind of have to, if I wouldn't have done this right after I made it, I wouldn't know. But if you're looking at this page, it's hard to tell where your pockets are and where the ephemera's at. Everything just blends in. But I love it. Excuse me. Here's another piece of her ephemera, which I love the, like raggedy edges and stuff. This was out of her background paper that I just cut and put on here. And you could write on that right there. And this was out of her background paper too. It was, as you can see, it's that page right there. And I love that page. So that's just a perfect little piece to put on a page of your journal. And this is too, I love that. That's pretty. That goes over here, doesn't it? So go over here. I don't remember now. Excuse me. There's another label right there. I don't know if I've missed labels or not. Okay, so this one, I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but there's 4 pockets. So you have 2, and then 2 down here, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom is what I'm trying to say. So this one up here has this rose card. It is her ephemera, and so is this, which is really pretty. Her ephemera is just gorgeous in this kit. Here's another one, this here, and then this little tag is from her background paper. So I took a page of her collage sheets, and I just set it out, and I started punching tags, and I mean, that just looks like it's some of her ephemera. That is just gorgeous. So when you're punching out like tags from background paper or collage, whatever, I mean, you can get some really pretty tags. This is part of her ephemera. This one I can't remember. I think it is. Yeah, that one is too. So this, of course, could be decorated up with lace and stuff, but I didn't want to do that. Look at that tag. Is that not just perfect? It just looks like it was made that way, and that's just something I punched out. And that one as well. And of course, all this stuff can be taken out and replaced with your own ephemera, and that's what it's made for. You use it, put it in a journal, or however, and you know, and then you put your own stuff in here. And this is some of her ephemera. I love this one. But, see, that's what I'm saying about a little grunge. I don't know if you call that grunge or just vintage. To me, I call it vintage. But I've heard other people call it grunge, and I don't think it's grunge. To me, grunge is really dark. I think that's just vintage. So that's what I'm going to call it, because that's what I've always called it. Over here, I made a belly band, and this is just with some of her paper. And then I put a label right there, and then I put a coffee dyed guest check in there, because it just fit nicely. And here's another one with 4 pockets. Now, these are the ones I was talking about. So these were actually journaling cards that she had, and they were the ones you fold over, like in half. And I cut them and they were just plain. And I made pockets, and I decorated each pocket. So I took strips from the paper that I had been cutting out, and I just added something to it. So this one has a stamp here from her kit, and then this one just has like this little rose, and that was just a piece that was cut out, you know, like from the strip sitting there, and it was just really, really pretty. And look at this strip right here. I mean, that's just a piece from, you know, like I said, where I was cutting out, and it was just like extra, and I had some really pretty strips left. So this is from her kit, and this I punched out. I was trying to get that bingo card, and I got it. Is that not gorgeous? I love that. That's my favorite one that I cut out, or punched out. I love it, love it, love it. So, like I said, she has some really pretty background paper. And these I cut out because she had this one. This was in her kit. So I took that, and I used it as a template. And I cut this one out. I cut a few out. So that was perfect with the fan. So if you get a kit that doesn't have enough, you know, that you need more, use their you know, their tags and stuff as templates, and use their background pages and cut out more. And that's what I did. So yeah, that worked out. I love that fan. I thought that was very pretty. And then I just used, I have a, you know, a large tag punch, but look at that. I just love that little flower, woman holding that flower. Then up here, I punched out some more. I loved how this one, oops, too close, Lisa, turned out. This is just like some background, which I love having, like, to decorate myself, but I loved the bird and the envelope right there. And of course, I did put, it wasn't like I was just punching blind, you know, I did put it where I wanted to be. And here's some more just words. And then this one, I wanted to get this at the top. So it'd be at the top, you know, you could see it sticking out. And I love the darker writing there. But I love this page. I loved how that turned out. I'm trying to stay. I have this down so there's no glare off my desk. Okay. Then this one, I used her background paper, which I loved this. And so I printed out more, you know, so I would have plenty for tags and such. And I just thought this was so pretty, so I just used this to make a large pocket. And this is 2 pieces of her ephemera, which I love these little tags. I almost printed out another page of that just so I could have more tags. It's very, very pretty. And I love the little rose. And then over here, I used this one to make a pocket. And this is hers. And I just put a label there. So you could write whatever you want on all these little labels. I put a pink guest check in this one. And this is one of my favorites too. Oh, I'm too close. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to make sure you see it, and then I'm so close you can't. And that's hers. And this one I did cut. This was from scrap. But doesn't that just look like a piece of ephemera? I think it does anyway. I love how just some of the scraps and stuff. And, like, you know, it'd be just a little piece, and I would just find this and, you know, cut the rest out. And it just worked. And here, oh, this is probably one of my favorites. I keep saying that, but this is definitely one of my favorites. How this one turned out. I'm going to pull out these so you can see the pockets, because I love this. Look at this. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so this is all background paper that I did. I gotta have another drink. I'm sorry, guys. So, of course, you can see the background paper here, you know, from the actual folder. I'm so sorry. I don't know why my throat is so dry. And then I went and found, like, you know, exactly what pieces I wanted that I thought would match, and put, you know, cut out pockets to put here. And I really thought these, you know, would be pretty close to matching. I just thought it was so, so pretty. And I knew what I was putting here. So here at the top, this is a piece of her ephemera, which is very, very pretty. But I am in love with these little tags. This one says special sale, and if you can see, there's just like little flowers printed on there. I just think those are adorable. This one is my favorite tag right here. It says sold, but it's got just lots of pinks and stuff on it. I love that. That's my favorite one. And this one says special sale, but it doesn't have the flowers. And then this piece of ephemera right here. And this is not a piece of ephemera. This is something I cut out. I'm almost positive. I say that, and then she's gonna be like, "That's a piece of ephemera." I don't believe it is. I believe this is a piece I cut out. But look at that. It just looks like a piece of ephemera. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I don't know which way I had that now. Is it that way? I don't guess it really matters. Oh, my sold is not showing. But yeah, it's so, so cute. You can't even see that. It just blends in. And then here's another one that says sold. I love the ones that say sold. And that says special sale. They're so cute. And then I punched out this one here. Oh, my back got a kink in it. You can tell you're getting old. Those are just so stinking adorable. I love them. You know, it's hard to see all this when you got three. Okay, and then this one is a piece of her ephemera here. These cute little shoes. And this one says special sale. And then this little tag I punched out. So there's plenty of ephemera in this. There's another 4-pocket one. Oops. And then here I have, in this postcard pocket, which is hers, I put this piece of ephemera. Now this one can go in those little pockets that she made. What are they called? Back there. I showed you. What are those things called? Right here. You can put it in this. Coin envelopes. So there's another one in here somewhere, but you can put it in there. I just thought it looks pretty in this page. And here's another tag that I cut out. And then I cut this piece of ephemera out because I love this girl. So I just made, like, you know, you could just, I don't know, journaling card tag. I don't know what you call her. But she was just too pretty. So I just put her there. Excuse me. And then over here, I put a pocket right here in the middle. And I just put a strip here and a little stamp from the kit. And then inside of this, I have this little teeny tiny envelope. I love these glassy envelopes. And I put the little itty bitty ephemera. There's a stamp still in there. And there was this little piece and then all these little words. I wanted to put them all over, but again, I was like, those could be used for other things like on tags and stuff, and I didn't really want to just put them on the ephemera holder. And then I love these little like milk cap. And, I just think those are so cute. And I almost used those too, and then I didn't, especially that one. I just love that. You can see where like there was rusted staples. I just love that. But anyway, I wanted to show too that this is what this is for. So this holds like mini mini ephemera. You just put it in there. And I don't know if there's any, excuse me, goodness, glassine bags that's a little bit bigger, but you know, it's still the same concept. This little place back here is for all your smaller things that you would put in your ephemera holder. And then right here, there's another pocket to put, if you need, like if you wanted to just put it right here, you could put that pocket here and you'd have two pockets. And I love this tag. It was so pretty and just colorful. So I put that here. And then here's just a plain piece of ephemera that I really liked because you could decorate that one up. And then over here's a side tuck. And there's a label up here. And then here's the other coin envelope right here. And look how pretty. Ooh, roses. And that's just so pretty with all the blues. Look at that. So yeah, this kit is absolutely gorgeous. Lots and lots of color going on. You could definitely tone it down if you didn't want all this color. Like with the pockets, you could just add, like you could get, I had what was it? One of her ephemera kits that's just like vintage receipts and stuff, so it's more plain. You could add that and then it would tone all the colors down. But I really liked this theme and the way it was going, so I just went with it. I thought it was very pretty. I liked all the different colors. And there's the back, which I love this paper. I just think it is beautiful. So there is the ephemera holder. I think it is really nice, and it definitely can hold a lot more. There's no closure. It's not needed for this, at least what's in here now. And that's a lot of ephemera in there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you make one, tag me. You can let me know on Instagram. I'm Handmade from Lisa on there. I'm Handmade from Lisa on Facebook. Yeah, if you use the kit, let Daisy know. She's Tsunami Rose everywhere. You can't not find her. She's easy to find. I'm going to link her shop below so you can go check her out. She's got some new Halloween kits if you make Halloween journals. If not, she's got some amazing fall kits. Oh, they are absolutely gorgeous. I did a sunflower journal like a few videos back. You can see that, but her sunflower journals or kits are gorgeous. So she's got some really pretty fall kits too. So go check her out, and I really thank you guys for watching. And like I said, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing a lot better. I'm home for a while, at least till 1st of October before I leave again. So I've got a few more videos coming up in the next couple days. So thank you guys. I really appreciate you all. I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you soon. Bye.